Men nowadays got struggle. They're weak. They're soft inside. They're smoking weed, jerking off, wasting their time. And you could be one of them. That's why I think my mission is to bring back masculinity, bring back real men. And if you want to become a real man, there are many routes outside. There are many things people talk about. This is the way to become a man. This is the way to become a man. You make this, you have to do this, you have to do this. Go jog, wake up, daily routine. But I'm going to give you just 3 routes for your life that you can live by to become a real man, okay? Very short video because I don't like to talk too much. I don't like to edit my videos too much. I just want you to understand that you need to become a real masculine warrior and a real man. Because if you understand and if you understood that you becoming a man will bring you all the success you want in life. You will easily do the shit you have to do. It's about becoming disciplined. It's about taking responsibility. And that's the first point in this video right here. Take responsibility for everything that happens in your life. But what is responsibility? I will give you a very easy example for you to understand it even more, okay? Even if it's rainy outside, and I always talk about the same example because it's so easy to understand. For an example, you go outside, you ask your mom, is it going to rain outside today, mom? And she said, no, I don't think so. You don't need your umbrella. Then you go outside, go for a run, go for a walk, and it's raining. And now you got 2 options. You could either say, fuck, mom, you told me that it's not going to rain today. What the fuck is going on? It's your fault that I'm wet right now with my new sneakers like a little bitch. Or you could say, you know what? It's my fucking fault because it's my responsibility. And if you do take that responsibility over in your whole life and you walk around with that pride and with that knowledge and with that responsibility, you will have an easier life and you will take the control. Because now everything that happens to you, even if it's not really your fault, and if you say it's your fault, you can take the control. Yes, we cannot control everything, but if you always push the responsibility and the power away, you will never have the control because it's her fault, his fault, your teacher's fault, your old school friend's fault, and that's the reason why you're fat, ugly, and got no money. The reason why you are a nobody. But if you say, you know what? Actually, it's my fault. Then, no matter what circumstances you are in right now, then you can take the control and change your life. And that's why I think that's the first rule. A man, no matter what happens, will always sit on the table, on the family table and say, you know what? It's my responsibility. You broke, you ugly, you got no car, you have to rent to pay. You know what? I have to make money. People are bullying you in the school, your little sister for an example. It's because you're too weak. It's because nobody respects you. Because think about these mafia movies, all of these respectable people. Nobody will bully your sister if they know you got a fucking lamb when you're strong as fuck. Because they will respect you. And they know that they couldn't fuck with you. And that's life. So every fucking thing in this life. When your mom cannot pay the rent, when your best friend cannot pay the rent, it's because of you. You got no money. And when you take the responsibility and live like that, you will have an easier life and you will have the ability to change your life. Rule number 2, become strong. I don't talk about mentally because yes, it's very important to become strong mentally, but I personally think that it's very important to, yes, change your mindset, but first of all, change your body because people respect that automatically. And you will change your mindset with your body. If you have a 6-pack, you will love yourself. And people will respect you. You have the capabilities to fight or protect your family. Because let's be realistic. When you go on to the street, nobody gives a fuck about you being mentally tough or strong when you look like a weak-ass, skinny-ass little dude, right? But if you're strong and even if you're dumb, just street smart, people will respect you. And that's the beginning of you learning to change your mental mindset, right? So becoming strong is very, very important. And for me, the number 2 for every man. What is becoming strong? There are many possibilities, but I think, yes, mentally, your body should look good and you should learn to defend yourself and your family. No matter if it's with a gun, Krav Maga, if it's street style, if it's Muay Thai, I don't give a fuck. You have to be realistic, okay? If somebody is in front of you with a fucking knife, don't pretend to be fucking Bruce Lee, but you have to still have the abilities to protect your family, right? But nobody is an Aikido master. You cannot fuck them up like IP or anything like this. Be realistic, okay? But still, it's very important. You know, most of the times people go into the gym just for other people not fucking with them because of the way they look. And that's also very good because that's a protection right there. You shouldn't walk around with this mindset of, I'm 60 kilo, but I'm going to fuck up everybody. Nice, but that's not real. Even though you are an MMA fighter with 60 kilos, yes, you could be stronger than me, him, or her. But you have to understand that you have to protect your family, and people will fuck with you if you look like a skinny ass dude, just because they don't know that you're fighting MMA. There could be 5 dudes, and trust me, the 5 dudes would rather just jump the skinny guy and take this money, even though he's made good in martial arts, than the big motherfucker. So be a big motherfucker and learn how to fight. That's very important. And number 3, emotional control. So that's when we talk about your mindset right here. What is emotional control? I think it's combined emotional control. You know what I talk about? I think it's combined and mixed up with the mindset. Because if you have the mindset and if you control yourself, if you have a strong body, you will have the emotional control to say, sometimes you're angry. Sometimes you feel very powerful when you're angry because it's an emotion. And I'm never a fan of hiding your emotions or expressing it too much. I'm a fan of analyzing your emotions. Think about your emotions and then do the action. So for an example, you are very angry about your mom again because she said that the weather will be not rainy or it will not rain. Now it's raining and you got 2 options. You can either go into the phone again and say, Mama, it's your fault, with no emotional control. Or you can think about yourself, think about the situation you're in right now and say, okay, what is the best possible decision I can do right now? Can I go for a walk? No. Do I have an umbrella? No. Okay, what can I do with the rain? Is there any possibility for me to use that rain? Okay, is it my fault? Is it her fault? No. That's emotional control. Think about that. And for an example, you are angry right now because of the weather and you're getting rainy and your sneakers are there. Think about you not having a car. Your fault. Think about you being fat. Your fault. Think about you running because you got so much power right now and you could burn some calories. Everything in your control. That's the main thing. So let's sum it up. The 3 main roots for every man out there is to take responsibility, become strong physically, financially, mentally, obviously, but I'll talk about physical strength and emotional control. So that's your mindset right there. These 3 things and you will conquer the world and yourself. Do that and become the best version of yourself. If you got any other questions for me to become a better man, to why I even talk about being a man, I can do videos, we can have a free call or anything like that. So let me know in the comments. Let's get it.